Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to the whole team, all the subscribers out there, man. Good morning to all y'all. E-King Fight News team. What up, what up? Let's get it. Alright, so Eddie Hearn has been saying now that if not Wilder in September, if it's gonna be Povetkin in September, because that's what they really want, it'll be Wilder in February. Well, my response to that is fucking sign that fight for February then, instead of talking that bullshit. That's what Eddie Hearn's good at. He's good at lying, he's good at deceiving, he's good at manipulating the situation for his own benefit. And he's got to get Anthony Joshua to sign that extension for Matchroom. And, you know, imagine if Anthony Joshua had that fight signed, sealed, and delivered with Deontay Wilder. You know, it wouldn't be a good look if he got knocked right the fuck out in the UK. It wouldn't be a good look now, would it? For that $100 million extension. Or 100 million pounds. But, I mean, that's Eddie Hearn for you. You know, that's just Eddie Hearn for you. And I mean, Alexander Povetkin, is that gonna be the fight that's gonna draw huge, massive numbers? Is it? But you want that one next. Here's the headline of Boxing Scene, guys. Hearn, if Joshua Povetkin in September, Wilder is then February. So now you're preparing everyone once again for a potential Povetkin fight and pushing off that Wilder fight to a later date. You know, February can turn into March, can turn into fucking July and shit, and the ducking will continue. It seems that way. I don't know if they're really serious about making a Wilder fight this year. You know, according to Eddie Hearn, this is the update from when, okay, this is according to Eddie Hearn. My dad met with Shelly, and there are now frequent conversations. Those two met Friday. They emailed us Monday morning, and we're getting back to them. I think it will get done, but the WBA are asking us every day, and we are extending this negotiation period all the time. At the moment, we're fighting Povetkin. I think we make the call by the end of the week, really. Hearn told the Daily Mail. We want to fight in September, but September doesn't work with Wilder because it's showtime. If we fight Wilder, it would probably be in October, November. But if we fight Povetkin, it will be September. Now that is not what Wilder said. Once again, he's putting lies in Wilder's mouth. Wilder said on Fight Hub. He said this on Fight Hub, guys. He said, if the fight is in the UK, it'll be in September. If the fight's in the US, it'll be October or November. That's what Wilder said. So Eddie Hearn continues to contradict himself. And, you know, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I also want to talk about this DAZN situation. Eddie Hearn keeps getting shut up by Richard Schaefer whenever anyone asks him about this DAZN deal. And shout out to Fight Hub TV. They had a great interview with Richard Schaefer where he went in for like 10 minutes on this whole DAZN thing. And he's pretty much saying all the guys Eddie Hearn's interested, all these quote-unquote big names, which are really Al Heyman fighters, you know, they've already built their names under that branch, under that PBC umbrella. And why would they change their whole team around them in terms of promotional side, you know, why come to this whole new environment on a whole new platform? Forget about Showtime, forget about HBO, forget about those options. It's all about DAZN now, where you're gonna get paid. Like, that's basically that's Eddie Hearn's selling point. You're gonna get fucking paid on DAZN. And the truth is, their pay is capped. Every single time out, their pay is capped. Right? It might be a good number. It might be a 2.5 million. It might be a 3 million. But it's capped. So there's no upside like what Wilder offered Joshua. He offered him a 50% split of the gross revenue backed against a 50 million upfront guarantee. Now that's like one of the best offers of all time and shit. But you see, there was an upside based on the gross revenue generated on the fight. Y'all get that? So there's no cap, right? Whatever the fight generates, you get a percentage. That's where the real money comes in. It's on the back end. It's on pay-per-view. That's where the money can increase exponentially. If you have the right, if you're appealing to the right market and you have the right two fighters going against each other. For example, in the future, if Ryan Garcia can really get hot and his Mexican fan base explodes, they put him on Canelo undercards, and his name really gets popping, then he can have a potential pay-per-view fight against Gervonta Tank Davis. And now what if both of those guys decide to sign with DAZN? Who makes all that money back? It ain't the fighters. Because if Ryan Garcia fought Gervonta Davis on pay-per-view, say in 2 years' time, and say these guys are still relevant, they've grown, and they're now much bigger stars in the sport, they can do great numbers together. You know? They could do excellent numbers together. But if their revenues are capped from a streaming deal like DAZN, then they're going to be leaving money on the table. And that's what Richard Schaefer had to say about that whole situation. I don't know if I've said that, but I agree with him, and it makes total sense. That's the downside of any streaming platform. It's based on subscription, so the viewer will just pay a $20 subscription per month instead of a pay-per-view price tag where the money goes directly into a pool for the fighters, the networks, the satellite companies, etc. So, I mean, shit. That's just the way it is, I guess. Let me know what you guys think about the direction Eddie Hearn's going into with Anthony Joshua. Now, you know, they always, you know, at the end of these conversations, they always say, oh, you know, Joshua, at the end of the day, it's all up to Joshua. He's got the final call and shit. They throw him under the bus. Be like, yeah, if he ends up fighting Povetkin, that was Joshua's call. It wasn't. But we didn't advise him to do that, you know. These guys are such hoes, it's not even funny. But that's the situation, guys. Wilder Joshua, you know, the fight that would determine an undisputed champion. We're going to have to wait till 2019 for it. Because it's going to be Alexander Povetkin. I mean, Eddie Hearn's made that crystal clear. They really want to fight Povetkin and not anyone else. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. And we out, man. Peace.